you guys get my pictures?
We are going there
Oh,
Yes.
good.
right
That's okay.
now.
Sorry. I didn't mean to steal your thunder there. Sorry.
No,
Oh,
I got more. Catherine sent me a few more
not
too.
at all.
Yeah, okay.
But it'd be really cool if we could have some other people join us to take a look at these pictures. What do you think?
Oh, yes. Awesome.
Here's Jimmy Olsen. And I
Hugs, 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 hugs.
Oh.
Is
Can
Don Miller there too?
He's around. Yeah.
He's
I'm
coming.
seeing Clemson
There
Tigers.
he is.
Yay!
So this is year 2 in the Hall of Fame. I just want to point that
Yes.
out right now.
I would say Mount Rushmore, but that's only it's a 5-headed Mount Rushmore.
This is yeah. So, let me stop the share so we can see each other full size here for a minute.
Great to see you guys.
Wow, Beth. Hey, how are you? Been a long
I'm
time.
great.
Good to see you.
How about you?
Excellent.
Oh, my dog wants in here. Sorry. That's
We
okay.
definitely want to hear someday, and I'll listen to the recording on how they found you.
Ah,
Let's see. Who gets the credit? Did Catherine get the credit?
That's a story in itself.
Catherine gets the credit. Yes, yes. There was some good efforts by other folks,
Yeah.
Tom and me and Bruce O'Byrne, but Catherine has been watching, and she found your email and made it happen. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think she said she ran into a mutual friend of ours who works at Taylor still. So I see her every now and then. Our daughter went there too, so I'd run into her every now and then. So I think her name's Christy, and I think she felt totally fine giving her,
Oh, good.
the contact info.
All right. It was supposed to happen.
Well then, Jim, do we have you on audio yet?
Oh, did we hear you?
Can you hear me?
There we go.
There we go. Name's all here.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We need
So
like 3 hours. What are we doing here?
We will have a Bards Captain reunion, and it'll be all of us. So,
It'll be right here, and then it'll branch out from other years. 87 will be the baseline.
yeah.
88, yeah. So
You can open it up,
we will definitely open it up. Okay. I'm going to go back to our presentation mode here. I do have to say, Beth, we get, doing these podcasts, we do get pictures from folks. Your pictures, in my opinion, are the best that we've received. And so you just raised the bar a little bit. These are some really good pictures. And I wish I don't have any pictures. I didn't own a camera at that point, and no cell phones.
I wish I would have taken many more. I don't know what I was thinking, but whatever.
Okay, but let's take a look, and you'll see why I think these are some of our best. This is
oh,
come on.
Excellent.
That's to prove, I think I told you, that's to prove that I actually was on boat crew. So.
Absolutely. What a great picture.
Obviously, I didn't take it.
And you know how to drive a boat too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you can drive a boat.
Love that.
What's that?
I almost didn't send it because I thought
this is the best picture.
Well, the only reason I did was because I didn't have any of all of us as a group. And so I just tried to piecemeal the pictures I had of all of us. So, that was
so
about
you
the one I
photoshopped
had.
this picture so that's you in not really in the boat. It's all photoshopped. Is that what you're saying?
No, actually, no. I wouldn't even know how to do that. That's what's so funny. So
She looks so comfortable there, like she's driving with her left hand.
I think I was laughing, wasn't I? I must have been cracking up over something. I don't know.
Yeah. Left hand on the wheel, right hand on the throttle. And then now I'm sorry, I had to step away for a second, but who's the lady in the boat there behind you?
That was Christy, and I don't remember her last name, but
okay.
We hung out. I met her at camp, and we had fun. So I just don't remember her last name. Yeah. Most people's names I do remember though. Like I was really racking my brain. In fact, I was trying to find it, and I don't know what I did with it, but did any of you guys have, I used to have a pink stapled directory, like the front page was pink, and it was a Camp of the Woods directory, and there was just a bunch of pages, of all the staff stapled together, and I had it for years, and I thought I had it with my photo album, but I couldn't find it. So anyway, I just don't remember her last name. So
That's
sorry.
all right, Jimmy. That's ironic because for all the directories that you sent me, 87 was the one I couldn't find.
I had a pink sheet on the front. I remember that. So
I'm beginning to
really
wonder,
valuable.
did it really exist?
yeah.
Well,
test. Yeah.
if you do find it, that would be gold to have.
I know. I just need to dig a little deeper, I think. So
right.
I still have it. There's no way I would have gotten it.
How many times have you moved between then and now, right?
Oh, well,
Probably
yeah, we went over that at the beginning, but maybe, I don't know, 3. I don't know, how many was it? 3 or 4? No, 3 maybe. Cincinnati, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I guess 3. Yeah.
That's not that many, actually. I moved a lot more than that.
I just love whoever had the presence of mind to take that picture right there. Like that encapsulates so much. Like Beth was just in total command of the boat. And
I know what you're thinking in that, in that pose looking back. You're saying to yourself, they pay me to do this.
I think I was. Totally.
They pay me
Not much, but yeah.
They trust me with the prop on this boat.
Exactly.
Literally, that was the most unbelievable thing. Walt Maloon, what in the heck? Like, he's okay with that? But it was our pleasure. I think that it's just, I don't know. Nothing compares. Nothing.
All right.
Yeah, just to put a number on that boat, I think they were somewhere around $16,000 brand new in 1987. And just for inflation, I know that's north of 40,000 today.
I'm glad you said that, because I always had the figure. I thought they were 20,000 then. That was the figure I always had. But I was wondering, I wonder what they are now. And I haven't shopped one, so I have no idea. So.
Well, they're way more than 20,000 now.
I can't believe they're not more, actually, now.
Oh,
I think the new ones are. Yeah, they're like 100,000.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, easy. Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Classic picture. Large and raised. All right, here's
Jolene. Yeah.
And is this the pizza crew you were talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Did any of you guys know Jolene Burkholder?
I remember
Jolene. Yeah.
Yep. My wife was friends with her as well.
Yeah.
She's from Indiana, too. Was she?
Jolene. Well, yeah, I don't know where she is now. She's actually on whatever, the questionnaire list, or the 10, what do you call it? On the spot, get to know you, or whatever.
Yeah.
She's one of the ones that I would love to
reconnect.
Back in touch with.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know where she is today, but see, I'm not on social media, so I've just,
we know.
Believe me, I know that, Beth. I know. In fact, I want to tell you today, do you have a sister-in-law named Carrie?
I do.
Yeah. I found her today, and she said on one of her posts, I'm putting this here because my sister, Beth Dodds, Fenton, does not have any social media. She said that on one of her posts.
Oh. So you just were looking for the name Dodds and found her?
I'm looking for Beth Dodds Fenton, and I found her post about you. Yes.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, she's married to my brother. They live in Noblesville, just north of Indianapolis.
And
so
she sells doTERRA.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was on her website. Anyway, I thought that was pretty interesting. Okay. I think this is a picture. This is Marnie, right?
Marnie Morgan. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how Marnie got her name?
I don't. Do you?
I do. I remember talking with her.
Really?
That's a really interesting name. And she said, yeah, my parents were big fans of this movie, and they named me after the Sean Connery movie with Tippi Hedren.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm going to have to watch that.
I know. I've never seen it.
I've never heard of it.
Me neither.
Her parents loved it. That's why she's named Marnie.
Well,
so she was Tapawingo, right?
What's that?
She was Tapawingo, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And we kind of bonded because right at the beginning of the summer, when I think, she was getting ready to go over to the island,
Yeah.
we knew the same. She knew a guy that I knew at Taylor, actually
From Indiana?
well, no, outside of Columbus here in Westerville. And so we just hit it off right away. And unfortunately, she spent the whole summer on the island. So I would only see her, when delivering food and skiing and stuff. But yeah, so, and her name just always stuck with me. I just always thought that was such a fun name, Marnie Morgan, that.
It is a fun name. And
Well, the whole reason why, though, I sent this picture to you was because as I was going back through my photo album, I was cracking up because I hadn't opened it for years and years and years. And I can't believe that I actually made that. I took the time to make that stupid
schemy,
comment bubble because
stupid. That's totally appropriate.
Well, it just
we should be seeing that.
Look at that glass,
Yes, I see it.
It's
so that still excites you.
It's screaming to be skied on. So
it still gets me excited. You're right, Jim. Good point. All right.
Before you move away, is that I only see one dock. Like Jimmy has a great grasp of the landscape there at the point, but there were two docks. One went right along the point itself. Another went I would have thought more like you'd be able to see it more.
That's deceiving. I think that's the one dock, and there's another one. It doesn't go out far enough for you to see the end of it.
That has to be it. That has to be it.
That's right. Yeah, you can see the end of the point there. Yeah.
Okay.
Behind the boat lift is the end of the jetty, and I think the docks are hidden from view. Yeah, Beth, I think standing a little away from the boat ramp on the opposite direction from the docks.
Yeah, it's an interesting angle.
That sound right?
This the end of the first dock. Yeah, because
Marty, you can see the one lift.
Yeah. It's a great picture, though.
It is a great picture. Yeah.
Like I said,
I can't. Anytime I see water like that, still, it just kills me. Just kills me.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that the picture purposely left that glass there. Beth was moved over in the picture just so she could get the glass in. I bet you too.
I think you're right. Just a little bit over. That's
like I'm only secondary in this picture. Get the glass.
All right. Don Miller, I'm wondering how you feel about this picture.
Oh yeah, Tom is there, and
that wig got passed around to everybody at some point. Was it your wig, Don?
Oh yeah, it was. Yep, it's still around the house, I believe.
You still have it.
Oh yeah,
that's great, Don.
I don't think I have the shorts anymore, though.
That's so good. And this is Scott in the middle.
That's Scott. That's right. Yeah.
Scott. Yeah, I reached out to him. He's good friends with my cousin Dougie Schoen, and he's been a pilot, for years. And I want to bring him in and just ask him what his experience was. So I haven't heard back. It was a few days ago I reached out, but. Great shot.
He hung out at the point quite a lot. I mean, he was always down there. It was fun.
He helped us.
He was our mascot.
He was our mascot. All right.
That's right.
And then look at this stud.
Oh man!
To have the presence of mind to
is that Tom?
No, I don't think so. That's Don. That's Don Miller right there. He's got the sunglasses rocking and. Yeah, and by the way, Don, I don't think we've talked about this. You saw the videos we posted after our interview with you, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the one video cover where you're just standing there like a complete stud with your shirt off?
Well, that's what it concerns me. Is every picture over here is with my shirt off. I don't remember having my shirt off very often.
That's because you had the body for that. I mean, that picture. I love that picture of you. It's just like. I esteem to be a stud.
Total control there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although Beth, you'd notice that my knees aren't bent enough, and I'm standing up a little too much.
Okay. The picture says I'm
good form.
I'm wicked cool though.
Yeah.
Barefooting.
Yep.
That is an amazing picture.
1 second later, he might have done a face plant, but we'll never know.
Exactly.
Like,
It doesn't matter.
I did.
It doesn't matter. This is the picture.
Hey, that is the last time I saw those glasses, actually.
Yeah. Oh, that's classic. I love it, Don. All right, Beth, I need your help on this picture. How many people can you name in this photo?
Okay, let's see. Well, there's.
I'll start.
I'm in the.
This is Beth. This is Beth. This is Don. Yeah. Is this Dave Hughes?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the red shirt? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm done. Who else?
Okay. Christy's next to me. Again, okay. I'm so sorry. I just cannot remember her last name.
Christy, put a comment in the video with your name, Christy.
Yes. Yes. And see, now you're really putting me on the spot. I remember every single one of these people, but I don't remember all their names. Now,
Christy Snyder.
Including the blonde next to her.
Not Christy. It's not Christy Snyder.
It's not?
No, I know Christy Snyder. That's not her.
All right.
I know who it is.
Do you guys know the blonde next to her?
This one?
That's Julie and Emily Nelson.
Yes.
They're above. Them. They're in the back row, though.
Julie and Emily Nelson.
Right.
Yep.
And then
Nick.
Is it Nick Fiore?
Yes.
Oh, man, you're right.
Okay.
And that's his little sister in front of him.
Okay.
Nick worked.
I don't remember her name. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This will blow your mind. Nick's little sister probably is married with 3 kids who are in
right? Yeah. I mean, it was 38 years ago.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next to Nick, is that Kathy Roniak?
Say that again.
Yes.
Yes.
Kathy Roniak to the left.
Oh,
yes. Yes.
Roniak, and she's with Nicole Ballman, Liberty Risotto. Yes.
All right. How about this guy here? Because when we had Jackie Lutz on, I have a picture of her.
That's the same guy?
Yeah, kind of snuggling up to him. And she didn't know who it was.
Oh, see.
Okay.
This is, I'm feeling really convicted here because I should know his name and I can't pull it out.
Oh. Right. One summer 38 years ago. Your memory.
Super nice guy. Super nice guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we would invite, please, anyone watching this to comment and fill in the gaps for us because all the faces are familiar.
And apologies. And it's terrible, you know.
Yep.
38 years, I think we're all forgiven for not remembering someone.
We're all familiar, but we got 60% of it, I think. Yeah.
I think so.
Emily Nielsen, and you could call Don. I saw that. And
I did send this though because I don't know who's watching, but I thought that was one that I had of a lot of people. So I thought it makes me, and we're in front of the teepee, so
that makes me happy because I know we had a full schedule on boats. Like pretty much every day we rotated and did all the different things, and we tried to give. But the fact that you were able to spend like an afternoon or a day off at the teepee on the awesome beach with all these people and
definitely not a food duty day for the beach because that started early and went really late. So
but it was weird because it was just like every hour and a half beginning at 6 a.m. until 7 p.m. and then you could never commit to doing much in between those runs.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom, did we identify the girl on the far right of the picture? I'm thinking Karen Hartman.
You're here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, definitely.
Again, I remember.
Yeah, that's Karen.
I definitely remember. I can totally recall her face and everything. I just cannot think of the name.
Jimmy just took us to 75% on this picture. That's a good percentage. I'm proud of that.
I'm so glad that Jimmy and Donnie or Don's on here too.
How about that? Or
good.
That's what a surprise. That was so fun.
I literally when I told them we were going to interview, they knew we were trying to find you, but I told both of them on a text. They were like, I said, "Would you want to join?" Or like, they were emphatic. Let's put it that way.
I think we heard Jimmy said, "Is that even a question?"
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now we just have to do it at Camp of the Woods. So
Ooh, there you go. Let's take it out.
That's an awesome idea. Okay, let's do this. All right, and Jimmy and Don, you guys have probably seen this before, and you are stars of this, but equal billing on this video is Beth Dodds.
There you go.
Let's watch this. Beth, have you seen any of these videos?
I have no idea what you're showing, so I don't know.
Oh,
Might
here we
have
go.
Don Miller's. If she saw Don, she would have seen some of it. Yeah.
Probably would have, yeah.
Oh, there's Steve Solom.
Yeah.
There's Scott. Oh,
Oh,
who do we have here? Who do we have here?
that would be me.
I will say, by the way, I learned
That wild hair, man. That was embarrassing.
Don Purdy, I learned how to do like a frame at a time, which is useful. Except the one frame that is really in focus for Beth, she looks angry here, and I don't think she's really angry. Let me get to that frame.
Oh, I hope not. I was driving. I didn't mean to run her off the road.
Let me get to that.
Hey, there's Beth. Let's get her in the video. Yeah, she does look mad right there.
I thought maybe you were mad at that. Like maybe you got a little too close with the car.
Or maybe I was holding the camera
That looks
on
like
for too
quite a
long.
look there, but I, in all honesty, I don't ever remember ever being mad there. No.
Okay, good.
I think it's just the way
You just caught me off guard in deep thought, maybe.
Right. There's Punk. There's Jimmy doing his thing. John Belland, Mike.
Yes. Yep.
Tom Orser. Yeah, there's
Scott.
A lot going on there. Holy
There's
cow.
a lot going on in this video. We've dissected it before. Jimmy attacking the cam.
With the hat.
Those hats were great too.
Do you still have yours?
Here's a good frame. This is a good
That's a
frame.
great one.
I don't remember that. I don't remember. Did you show that when you had Dawn on?
I might have. I don't
forget
recall.
who.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
That's funny.
I think so. Some of this, yeah. So
That's the happy face that when we were doing our thing, we were like, guess, which is the most important thing. Come on down, and this is who's going to greet you.
yes,
Got our back.
this is the adult on the team.
That totally just captures the fun it was there. Just watching you guys, and
Yeah, you're about to see some donut eating too, which captures the fun as well. There's Don. There's the image I put on your video, Don. So we must have shown this on your video.
Yes.
Just goofing around at the point.
okay, you know what's really scary is this looks like such old film that you see when you were a kid of people like 2 generations older than us,
Yeah.
Okay.
Fast
That's because this is 2 generations.
Now we're the old ones. That's what's scaring me.
This is 2 generations old. That's why, Beth.
These are great.
I love this. Eating the Oreos, Don Miller. Come on.
What's in there? What is that?
It's Oreos.
Oh,
Just
Thanks
so
for focusing on that. Appreciate it.
and then we're spitting out our whatever.
easily entertained. That's for sure.
There we go.
All right. There's water. Here's Beth
Hey, all right.
having a donut hole, I think.
Yes.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, there's Mark Hughes.
Yeah.
No, wait. So Beth, okay, this was the bathroom in the when you needed to go to the bathroom. Did you ever use that bathroom, or you probably
in the boathouse?
Yeah.
In the boathouse, yeah.
Was there one? I don't even remember.
Apparently you didn't use
Probably
it.
avoided it.
Wow, you just held it all day.
I think you
Oh,
might
I'm
have
sure I
avoided
didn't.
it.
I'm sure I did use it, but maybe I just selectively remembered it.
Okay.
That's not
One of
to,
us would have had a
maybe.
standout card. Jimmy was, hey, you were head of the boats. I don't know, Jim, what your rule was, but
Oh, well, yeah, it was an off limits except to guests.
More donuts, of course. Jimmy having his donuts. Wait, here comes Beth.
Must have been raining that day. I got a raincoat on.
yeah.
Or cold, like you said. I think it was just
Yeah.
You had to put the layers on, like you said.
Don,
What
is
is that
you?
on my head?
Yeah, and I didn't notice this before when we were looking at these videos, but now that I can stop frames, I think you're about to tweak his ears, aren't you?
Yeah. What it looked like.
That's what it looks like.
Why?
Why not?
Was I holding them out?
I know you were getting ready to like flick the back
Oh,
of his
flick
ear.
them. Yeah, flick them. Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that about you, Beth. And I
Another
didn't
reason not to like me, huh?
Putting Q-tips in my ears.
What'd you say again, Don?
I don't know. Maybe she's putting Q-tips in my ears.
Q-tips. All right.
There's the barefoot.
Barefoot. Oh, and there's Don. There's another Don.
Pink shirt.
Oh, here's Tom showing his cut, getting blood on sleeping bags.
Oh yeah, I remember you guys talking about that.
Oh, that's Marnie. There's your friend Marnie. If you go back there, you were just throwing her in
Was
the
that
lake.
was that me?
Was it?
Yes, it was. I'm 95% sure it was.
See, that's the boat everybody hoped they wouldn't have to drive that day. But Jimmy would say, you know, if we got in trouble, Jimmy said, you got to drive that boat.
The Martin? Is that the
Oh,
Martin?
man.
Yes.
I would have driven any of them. I didn't care.
Here we go.
Getting closer.
Is this? I don't know that this is Marnie, is it?
I think it was. I think it
Can't
was.
tell with the hair all pulled back. I don't know.
Hey, it
Maybe.
was all wet because you threw her in the lake.
Yeah, she deserved it. No, she didn't deserve it. She didn't deserve it. I think I was dared. Like, you're not throw me in the lake. Okay.
I'm pretty sure. All right.
So great to have all this documented.
As Jimmy would say.
Do you want to say it, Jimmy?
Yeah, Beth, these movies and videos shouldn't exist, but they do.
But they do.
Oh, and how glad are we? I mean,
yeah,
it is amazing. I don't know. How can it be 38 years? I
know. It is
that
crazy.
doesn't even seem possible. Yeah.
It does not.
Aren't we like 32 or 28 still?
Yeah. How can it have been 38 years? I'm not even 38.
Yeah. That's right.
In your head, you know, when you do physical activities, when you actually do them, it's the recovery time. Like, wait, I'm sore from what? From raking yesterday? Like,
yeah.
I felt fine when I was doing it, but how am I like, yeah, like we did this stuff every day, you know, and, you know, I just think like, even when with boats, you know, it might not seem like a physical activity to be driving a boat, but we did so much more. Like you were pulling in the ropes, you were helping people, you know, with the skis and putting equipment.
Saving lives.
Saving lives.
Saving lives. Come on. You got to embellish a little bit. Come on.
That's right. I was just getting started. Thank you for taking it to where I was going with that.
Saving lives.
That's like the sign. You guys watch Seinfeld?
Of course.
The pimple popper, saving lives. You know.
Oh
my God.
Cancer.
See, that's why she fit in right there. She had that built in the whole time, that sense of humor. And you mentioned before Don and Jimmy came on the music. We had the Shack radio there. Like, what was the hot music? It was Aerosmith? I remember came out with an album that year, right? 87. Like Jimmy, I'm sure you're all over this, but
Def Leppard,
Ragdoll, Aerosmith,
maybe Steve Winwood. That might have been a year.
That summer, definitely. Totally with Steve Winwood. Yeah.
Good call. Yeah.
Was that back in the High Life, that album?
Yes.
Van Halen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came up in one of our interviews. What was I listening to? And I said, well, it was about a 90% chance it was Van Halen I was playing at that point.
AC/DC.
But not in the boat shack though.
Only in the dish room.
It was only hymns and I don't know. I think that's probably all they had 38 years ago, or hymns only, right?
Yeah.
Maybe Keith Green.
Yeah. I
Right.
think Jim found a back channel to the old school rock.
U2 is big that year too, because I
Oh, yeah.
remember that fall going back to school. Do you guys remember Bobby Griffith?
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
worked in the kitchen maybe, or I just remember he had some job where he wore the white apron. So I don't know if he was up in the kitchen or what,
He's a
but
Taylor guy, right?
yeah. He and Drew Stanislaw, I think, roomed together.
Okay.
But anyway, after that summer, back in the fall in November, Bobby bought a bunch of, organized a group to go see U2 in Indianapolis at the Hoosier Dome at the time. They called it Hoosier Dome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that was their Joshua Tree tour. So I remember that playing a lot too. So
I saw them that same year, I think in the fall of '87 in Rochester. My cousin Johnny Van Wicklen and Amy went. But it was cold. It was like late October. It was an outdoor concert. I remember Bono had
A cast.
outdoors.
broken arm. He had a sling. His
Huh.
arm was a sling. Like Jimmy, you remember that?
Yep. Yeah, I saw him at the Carrier Dome, wearing the sling the whole concert.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's okay.
We saw them actually last year. Our family. We took the kids to see them. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
And what did the kids think?
Oh, loved it. Like our son plays guitar and
All right.
I got another blessing. He actually likes the same music. We all like the same music, which is awesome. So makes trips fun and yeah. So that was that was kind of our Christmas last year. That was the gift. So
Very cool. Well, Don, your daughter worked at the Point last summer, is that right?
My daughter worked last summer, I think 2 summers ago.
Okay.
And my son is working this summer as a boat captain.
All right.
all right.
So my daughter was the barge babe.
Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah,
So he's a legacy. He's a legacy boat crew member.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
That's amazing.
So Jimmy gets the host award or guest, I guess, in this case. Don gets the legacy award.
I like that.
She's mentioning, Jimmy, that you've been on 3 times before, so you're our frequent flyer.
Oh, I'm so honored.
Yeah.
You guys are the best. Hey
He's
Beth,
our
I
historian,
was
too.
looking at some stats, and I think you might have been the 3rd ever boat girl on Camp of the Woods staff.
Oh, really?
And I say that because I was first on boat crew in '82. Wasn't even old enough to drive the boats then. I just pumped gas and rented the boats. And it was Sue Dykstra who was on the boat crew with us. And sadly, she passed away in 2019 from cancer. But her younger sister, Linda Dykstra, was on boat crew. And I think that was before you. So, I think that would make you number 3 all time.
Yeah. So I wonder what Don's daughter is.
Oh, we'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
It was just her and all guys, but she enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh, it was a
Saving
blast.
lives.
I loved it.
You are killing me. That is hilarious.
Hard time imagining how anybody did anything else at camp. Like, I mean, in all honesty,
Apparently they
I'm
were
totally
essential.
biased, but yeah, I just felt sorry for all the other staffers.
I love to hear you say that, Beth. I love it because again, you were there for the one summer and it went by so fast, and
Yeah.
we didn't really have the means to stay in touch after that, and so I had no idea. I would have liked to have thought that you had a positive experience, but all these years later, I wasn't sure until our text exchange the other day when you were like, "Oh my gosh, that was like the summer of our lives," and
Yes.
now following up with this to hear that that's how it went. It's just it's awesome, but it was such a gap,
Yeah. No, definitely a high point in life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Beth, have you kept in touch with any other Camp of the Woods staff?
Yeah, a little bit. I was mentioning earlier, I think before you guys came on, that it was nice to be able to go back to Taylor and still like have people from camp there, which made it a lot easier to leave. You know, it wasn't. It took some of the sting away. You know, but so I mentioned Bobby Griffith, Drew Stanislaw was still there. I don't. Again, not being on social media, I've lost track of a lot of people, but somebody that I have recently run into is Dave Thompson. He and his sister used to be at camp. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Dave Thompson was at Taylor. I think he might have started.
That's funny.
That fall when I went back, he was a freshman, and we're good friends there. Oh my gosh. I don't know of anybody that made me laugh harder, you know.
He's hilarious. And he's actually coming on with us in 3 weeks. And
yay!
He was already on our radar, Beth, but then when you said that you ran into him, you know, at Taylor, it just he and I had an exchange this past summer. He got the book and it brought back memories, and maybe we connected a time or two after that. But when you said that, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is a guy I have to for a time in. So in 3 weeks, he's gonna be on with us here. So he seems excited. I am too.
Oh yeah. So not only at camp, but at Taylor too. I have so many fun memories with him. But it was funny because even after college, I think right after he got married and after I had got married, we had all, because we were in Northern Virginia and he was too, he and his wife. Yeah. So we'd gotten together a couple times with them after that, and then just over the years kind of lost track. But back at a homecoming a few years ago, ran into him at one of the local spots there in that tiny little town, and oh my gosh, that was it was so unexpected and so much fun. And
did you recognize him? Like, did you recognize him when you saw him? Because I saw a picture of him on Facebook, and at least his Facebook picture, he's got like.
I don't think I did. I'm trying to recall because I think he had a beard.
Yeah, that's on his Facebook.
He was sitting in a booth not far, like we were at a table right next, and I didn't until he kind of like pulled on me, and so that was.
He recognized you, or you just got talking?
Yeah. Oh, cool. And he's like. He said the same thing. He's like, "You're nowhere on social media. What happened to you? Yeah. But it turns out his daughter and my daughter were in the same class, and so then I got to see him again that next spring because they graduated the same year. So saw some of the events there. So yeah,
that's awesome. Well, Don is not on Facebook either. There's nothing wrong with not being on Facebook. It is a double-edged, but his wife.
Yeah.
His wife is on.
Kimberly is, yeah.
Yeah, so actually Tom is not on Facebook either. So, yeah, but Lori is. So there's ways of,
I can stalk people through Lori.
So we also had, one of my kids had Dave Thompson's son or daughter, I don't remember which, and they staffed together at camp not too long ago.
Way.
And so, through the kids, they were telling stories about their parents. That was that was super funny.
I bet. I would have loved to have just listened in on that. So
the Thompsons actually were from my home church, Grace Church in Ridgewood. So I knew Dave way back when.
Hold on. Really?
Yeah.
I knew he was from New Jersey. I didn't realize he was like that close to you, Jim.
Yeah. And I knew Karen was closer to our age. His older sister.
That's right.
And
I think they lived quite a few places. I think. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Was his dad a diplomat or?
He worked for PepsiCo, and he got transferred, and the whole family moved from Ridgewood. Way before we graduated high school, but they were there for many, many years, and at camp as well.
Yeah.
Small world. So Jim, next week we have Peter Young on. And
awesome.
His older brother Keith Young. But
Keith Young.
Yeah. So Peter said that Warner Strube was his high school math teacher in Ridgewood.
Chemistry.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Because I had them too.
Yeah, there you go, Tom. Oh, you had them too. Yeah, I wondered if all those connections were there. Like, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, I should draw a diagram with all the connections. It would be crazy.
Yeah.
See, historian. He's our historian.
A flow chart.
Venn diagram.
Hey Beth, have you done any water sports since we were all on boat crew?
Yeah, a little bit. Sadly, I did not fulfill my life goal. My only goal in life was to ever have a place on a lake. I'm half kidding, but yeah, when there's been opportunity, definitely, yeah, still do.
Cool.
Although I really hesitate because, you know, bones are more brittle at our age, aren't they? You know. So.
Yeah.
Hey, we were at wakeboarding last weekend.
What's that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Don Miller's ever going to grow old, so it doesn't affect
grow up.
Either one.
Yeah, actually, we've got a friend that's got a place not far from here and a boat, and so when the kids were growing up, we'd go sometimes, and I'm always curious if I still know how to do it. But try to not,
glad to hear.
You know,
glad to hear.
Try not to overdo it. Don't run the risk of getting hurt. But that and skiing, snow skiing too, like that really I start to second guess that a little bit, you know. But
what, this guy right here, Jim Olsen, I put video up a couple of weeks ago of him snowboarding at Oak Mountain. He can still tear it up.
Wow.
Pretty impressive.
Hey Beth, free lessons if you want to learn, and wakeboarding as well. You see, wakeboarding is, I think, less demanding than skiing because you're going slower, and the falls I don't think are as bad unless you're really pushing it.
That's hard on the knees though, isn't it?
Perhaps, but not really hard on them. I think kneeboarding was harder on the knees because you're kneeling the whole time, and you're taking the impact from if you jump the wake, you're going to land hard, and you know that's not good. That's kind of why I stopped kneeboarding and went to wakeboarding. It was safer.
Okay.
Well, this is an opportunity that I'll never have again. Well, we're going to do this again with other boat people, but so we've all driven skiers. We've all pulled skiers as part of our job. Did you prefer pulling skiers at the front dock over Tapawingo or the other way, and why?
Are you asking me?
All of you.
I'm just noticing I'm Scott Fenton here. I didn't realize that.
We know
who you are.
We cut through it. We know you're Beth Dodds.
Does the email or Outlook determine that, or
probably?
Well, I don't know why I'm Clemson Tigers either. So
yeah.
I actually like Tapawingo.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah. I thought that was so gratifying. Teaching girls didn't think they could do it at all, you know, and actually that reminds me, I was reading in your book, Don, the same things that the key things, and I thought Don must have taught me that, because that's exactly what I would say is, you know, you stay in a sitting position, let the boat pull you up, keep your arms straight, you know, just press your legs hard against the water and let the boat pull you up, you know.
Oh, wait. You're talking skiing? I thought those were life lessons.
Yeah, just sit in that chair. Yeah, everything will be fine.
But it was so satisfying when they would get up. They'd be so excited, you know.
Oh, the smiles were just incredible. Yeah.
As opposed to the 40-year-old guy at the front dock who thought he knew how to ski and did not.
Maybe that's why I liked it.
Yeah.
The girls on the island better. So
yeah, what about you guys? I always thought the Tapawingo girls, they were more of a clean slate, so they were better listeners.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right, and there was also
no egos.
Yeah, and they had less pressure to succeed. Like oh, if we get up, that would be cool. But, and, there was like one counselor in the water, maybe a couple other campers there, but like front dock, like dude, on a hot summer day, you'd pull up to the front dock and half the dock, like people, the water was up to their knees because there was so many people
on the dock. Yeah.
And then like the three strikes and you're out policy was like, oh, please get up this time because otherwise you're gonna have to make
Way
the
more orderly at
back.
Tapawingo. I think they only let a few of them go out at a time. So you have this big long line of everybody.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
but
And they were paying too. Like you were taking their money on the front dock. So obviously you wanted a full experience, and despite your best efforts, if they didn't get up, I was like, I don't know, Don and Jimmy, what you thought.
So I'm partial to the front dock because it's not there anymore, right? And that's the good old days when the front dock was there, and you could just. The thing was, it was always rough, right? Except for like 2 skiers at 9:15 or 9:30, right? Yeah. It was calm, and then it was always rough. Yeah. But just to have the dock out there, I thought was great.
Yeah, it's a tough call to choose, but there were good aspects to both. But I remember island skiing being probably more gratifying to see the success of the little 7 or 8 year olds. I mean, they weighed next to nothing, but they had the instruction from the counselors on how to do it. And then when all you had to do was basically put the boat in gear, and they were up on skis.
Oh yeah, just like that.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they might have tried a couple days in a row, and the third day they make it all the way around Tapawingo. That was very gratifying.
Oh
yeah. Yeah. Well, Tom is connected with the young lady. Well, she's our age now, but
young lady, right?
But that held on to the rope with Mike, and to the point where she hit her face. And right, Tom, you talk to her about maybe coming.
She just sent us some pictures yesterday, right, Tom? Well, now that I mentioned it, yeah. So that's Karen Keller.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get that quick.
Hey, Beth, just curious.
Here we go.
If you're doing anything career-wise these days? I'm sorry if Tom asked you that earlier.
No, we haven't gotten to that really too much.
It's so funny. I thought, okay, I have so many questions too, but Don and Tom have probably had these questions asked so many times. I thought, how am I ever going to get answers about them? So I'm not sure what you guys do about that, but
we don't. Nobody asks those questions.
We're wide open. Why do I look so serious?
I don't know, but this is a great picture, Don.
That's a great picture, yeah.
And careful, it's slippery.
I look concerned.
You look really concerned. Anyway, Karen sent the picture.
So, Jimmy, to answer your question, it's funny at this age, we hit a stage where I really wasn't anticipating. So I feel like I'm dealing a lot with elder care, with, my dad he's 89. So, it sounds silly, but just didn't anticipate that. And, so that takes up a lot, but I've had actually kind of a variety of things I've done over the years, but my major was in education and health, and did a little bit of personal training when I was living in Cincinnati, and met somebody there that kind of got me into the licensed apparel position, which I don't think you were on when I was talking about that too. So I covered some territory on the East, visiting, I had some of my accounts were like anything from colleges to JCPenney's and bookstores and things like that. So, and actually also, it sounds so funny, but I've done, I had another good friend that kind of got me into doing cake decorating. So I had a little wedding cake business for some years.
Nice.
And that was fun. Yeah. But since then I've done a lot of incorporating some of my background into I had mentioned too before you guys came on that my mom had passed away shortly after being at camp, and that was mainly due to she had rheumatoid arthritis and was on prescriptions for many years, and it eventually took a toll on her body. So that kind of became an interest of mine to kind of educate and help people be aware of more first line alternatives, before getting to that stage. And so I've gotten involved with that and some more self-reliance type, go-to stuff before heading into going down that route if you can avoid it. So not against that, but there are some things that people we're so conditioned to think a certain way that, so yeah, so kind of a variety of things.
Oh, thanks so much for sharing all that, because boy, here we thought you were lost to the ages and of time, and we'd never find out where you went.
It sounds like when you take us through that journey, like there was nothing you weren't afraid to embrace, and it reminds me of your time on boats with the four of us here, and I think I mentioned earlier, I was going to tell you, so my mom in 87, during that time, she was still ordering, she was working every day in the dining hall. So she had an office that if you went up the stairs and made a right over the boardwalk, she had a window that looked right down onto the loading dock.
Yeah.
So she would see, as part of everyday scenery, she would see, the Marine Jeep pulling up, and then whoever was on boats that day going up the stairs and coming down.
Canisters, yeah.
Canisters, yeah. And, she remembers, the beginning of the summer, she's like, wait a minute, that little thing's going to be carrying those canisters? I got to see this. And there you were. And, I in my memory, I'm like, man, I remember kind of struggling with like mashed potatoes and oatmeal. Or, I mean, there had to be stuff that felt really heavy for you, but maybe if there was, you asked us. I just don't remember it. I remember too, like, people around camp and, hey, how's the boat crew go? Yeah, we got a great crew. And, oh yeah, we see they got a young lady there, Beth, and I guess my answer, how's she doing with it? Like, it was kind of a shrug. Like, she's fine. Yeah, she just fits right in. Like there wasn't any exceptions or anything. You were one of us that you were the gang, and
tolerated us. That was special.
That's true.
No, that was not the case at all. No, I was just hoping to fit in, and like I said, hope I didn't cramp anybody's style. So.
Oh, you're the best, Beth. And I can't remember you being upset or angry like the entire summer at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. We have proof that I kind of was. No,
oh yeah, that one frame. That was the Jeep pulled up a little too close to you or something. That was.
I loved. Oh shoot. Okay, we didn't show it. Never mind. I was going to say that one picture I sent because it had the Marine Jeep in it with I think it was Don with the wig on that time. And in the background is Tom and Jimmy putting their zinc oxide on the nose in the mirror of the Marine Jeep.
Oh my God.
I missed one?
Oh, you missed a biggie, man.
I think so. I didn't see it tonight. Hopefully it came through when I sent it to you. Let me check here.
If not, we will incorporate that as part of, like, if you can find it now, that'd be great. If not, we'll make sure it gets to be part of
I can pull it on my phone and maybe show it to the screen.
I got it.
You got it?
I'm a bonehead. Sorry. Give me a second. I don't know why. I thought I had gotten them all. This Don Purdy. This is great. Let me get back here. All right.
Oh,
There.
Beth has it.
Oh, it's
It's better.
turning. It's turning. There we go. There we go.
Here we go. What? 30? Come on.
Isn't that great?
Don Miller, that wig has been around, dude.
Very nice.
Tom's too busy trying to get his zinc oxide on there.
I'm trying to be cool like Don and Jim, but you know.
Oh man, why so serious?
You look
Was
angry.
that right before the lip sync contest or something?
Right.
Oh man, you guys got a lot of use out of those hats.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. I still wish I had mine. It's so angry about that. But
I got mine. Beth signed mine. It's in the basement.
Is it on there?
That hat that I'm wearing, I have in the basement right now. Yeah, you guys, everyone signed it.
Mm-hmm.
I passed up on the hat and chose, I think, the duffel bag.
Oh, nice.
And that came in
Good
handy.
choice.
I use that every day. Every day. I still have it, actually.
still have
No
it.
way.
Yeah, I still have my t-shirts too. That's what we should have worn our t-shirts tonight.
Oh, I can tell you this. I just ordered a Ski Nautique 70s t-shirt online.
Really?
I wish it had been here for tonight, but it wasn't. So it'll probably be here for next week. So yeah.
Okay,
Jimmy-
send us the link then.
Jimmy, I'm sure, has it.
Yeah. Well,
I
Jim,
have a few. I can't remember which one that we got. If you guys can send me a picture of the one that we got that summer, then I'll know which one.
The t-shirt?
Yeah.
You guys are wearing it in the
Yeah.
where did I see
In
that?
the
I think
in
it
the
was
lip
in
sync?
the it was in a picture of you guys, the air band.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, if we had shirts on
Is that
for
in the
that
book?
picture.
I think you might have had that in the book, Don. Did
I
you
think
have
there
that?
could have been a mention of it, I think.
Where is your book?
But Tom put it on last week, I think, with Ardith or.
Yeah.
Well, this is a building block. This is huge to have gotten to make this happen with you, Beth. But Jim, we're putting it on you to organize a broader
Get together.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Here we go.
Yeah. A little update on that.
Yeah.
I was talking with Earl last week when he came to Albany, and we went out to dinner. And Earl was thinking we would put a stick in the sand for 2027 as a get-together year for not just us, but other staff alumni.
All right. That's plenty of time.
Yeah.
When again? Which year?
2027. So 2 summers from now. And it would
That's
probably
a long wait, Jimmy.
Right. Well, you're invited if you want to come up in the meantime and catch some late time.
We're not getting any
I got to
younger.
bring my family. I got to bring my family out.
We're going to be up there 4th of July week this year.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'll be up there July 25th and 6th. I meant to tell you, Jimmy, that after Claire's wedding, and then
Excellent.
Going up again in August to speak at the Lake Pleasant Library.
Cool.
I accepted an invitation that it sounds like fun, but here we go. That was crazy.
So, gang, I'm going to have to head off.
Yep.
Well, hey, that's right. You're on board that time.
Great seeing you, Don.
Great to see you too.
I hope it's not the last. Come on.
Thanks, Donnie and Tom, for setting this up.
This was fun. All right. Well, so I think I think to wrap then, everybody here is committed to doing a barge captain reunion Zoom meeting at least, and potentially, maybe next year, Jim, instead of 2027, but at least 2027. That would be a blast to get up to camp. So
absolutely.
We can absolutely do something next year. Yeah.
All right, Beth, thanks for sharing your interview with these guys too. That was fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you,
and
Beth.
thanks for the surprise guests with me. That was awesome.
This is the 87. This is the 87 boat crew.
Everything we're looking forward to. This is outstanding.
All right.
All right. Take care, guys.
Thank you. See y'all.
See ya.
Thanks.